today we're going to talk about the box turtle. Our box turtle is not very old, but not really all that young either. It's basically a teenager. Box turtles can be identified by the very colorful but also very high shell. And what makes them a box turtle is their ability to close completely. So there are 3 parts to the shell, part on top, and then there are 2 separate parts on the bottom. This one happens to be female. It's very straight on the bottom. Males actually look as though they've been punched in the stomach. Another telltale sign of males is their eyes are typically much more orange or red in color. So she's got brown eyes, she's got a flat belly. And there is a skin attachment here, and there. Sort of barely noticeable until it works like a hinge. So let's see if she's going to comply. Probably not. Okay, there we go. All right, go on in. So she can close like a box completely, not just the front, but also the rear. Not gonna keep her in there because she's a very friendly box turtle. Now, one of the things about box turtles is that there aren't as many here in Harriman State Park as there had been in the past. They're extremely easy to care for. The enclosure here gives this particular turtle more than enough space and more than enough water, as well as this very soft moss. But the thing is that they're native, right? So if people find them, they take them home, they keep them as pets. One thing you should know about a turtle is it's gonna live a very long time, sometimes as much as 65 to 75 years. So I don't think everyone really understands what they're getting into. As a terrestrial turtle, it's a little easier to care for because you can clean out the water dishes easier than a big tank full of water for, say, an aquatic turtle. These turtles are omnivorous. They eat things like slugs, which is her favorite, and worms. They will also eat fish if they're on the shoreline and already dead. They may poke around at some small dead animals, but they're going to also eat the plants. So for example, they like blueberries, they'd eat wild strawberries and raspberries. They hibernate by finding a nice place to sort of crawl under rocks. They fill it with leaves. They can go into a state of suspended animation and come out of it just fine. So to find this box turtle is actually kind of interesting because we found it in a place that we're not typically finding box turtles. Oftentimes, if you find a box turtle in Harriman State Park, you might notice that it has little notches in the scutes. Those little notches are usually triangular, and they will happen between 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pick up again somewhere around 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So for example, if it had a notch on the right side, it would be R and then whatever number scoot, so maybe it would be R2, L1, and those little notches help to determine if some of the turtles that we've helped along in what we call our Head Start program have kind of been located once again. But she's not tagged as of yet. We may actually do that before releasing her into the wild. And hopefully she'll grow and mate and be the mom of several other box turtles. And hopefully the populations will return as they were once before.